Off here in day 2 with Liberty and the Moonshots. Win and in for the Liberty. Looking to make the postseason in their second year as a franchise. None chosen on the mound for the Moonshots against Jonathan Massey for the Liberty. That one's into left, and that will be caught by Latham for out number 2. Grounded to short. Andine is there, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Chosen. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. Two 2-2 the count. K-Man activates for Massey. That one's into right and is caught by Musgroves. One down now. Up to plate comes Shorty Hightower. Roller down the third base line. Laxon. Throw in time for out number 2. And that brings up Omima Moshindaru. Another one into right, and that one just down in front of Musgroves. Moonshots with the first hit of the game. One into the count to Sia. And she strikes out swinging. We'll go to the top of the second. Rifleman Bark and Laxon due up. For none chosen, 11 earned for her over 17 innings of work this season. A 5.94 ERA to go with a 1.56 whip. And gets another strikeout there. Grounder to Contrary for out number 2. Popped up foul territory. Moshindaru will make the catch for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. Andine, Latham, and Contrary due up. Oh, Herschel with the suck glove. Toss it to Massey in time for out number 1. Jonathan Massey is seeing time as reliever and a starter this year. He's gone 29 innings, given up only 8 earned runs, a 4 flat ERA. No, excuse me, a 2 point. The stupid home run column, for whatever reason, always gets the decimals added back to it, and I don't want that. A 2.48 ERA and a sub-1 whip. That one just under the glove and out of the reach of Theo Thunder. And a 2-out base hit for the Moonshots. Brings up Haram Beefcake. Beefcake 12 for 53 on the year. Home run, 4 RBIs. 2 walks drawn, 11 strikeouts. K-Man activates for Massey. Grounded to Herschel. He'll take it himself for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the third. Underhand, Herschel and Nolan due up. And it is win and in territory for the Liberty. They can punch their ticket with a win here. Need to get the offense going here. 7, 8, 9 due up here. And that's a strikeout. 3 Ks on the day for none chosen. Grounded to Contrary, and that's in time for Moshindaru for round number 2. And that's going to be the first runner aboard for the Liberty today as Livy Nolan takes a walk. So 1 on, 2 out here for the top of the order, Trailer Crane. And Crane gets a base hit. So that's 2 on, 2 out now for the Liberty here in the top of the third. And Matty Musgroves to the plate. Opportunity for the Liberty. Nolan not the fastest at second. Fouled back, the former Moonshot up to the plate against his former team. Takes strike 2, 2-2 the count. Slow roller to Contrary in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. Money, Nick Hugh, and Shorty Hightower due up. Oh, and 2. K-Man again for Massey here. And gets the strikeout, 1 away. That one into center field, but right at Rifleman for out number 2. And grounded to Nolan. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Massey, and we'll go to the top of the fourth. It's Thunder, Rifleman, and Spicy Bark due up for the Liberty. None chosen, locked in through 3 innings of work. A hit, a walk, and 3 strikeouts under her belt so far today. Three and 1 the count. Swing and miss makes it full. And Theo Thunder will draw the walk. So leadoff runner aboard to start at the top of the fourth for the Liberty. And that one gets away. And the runner will take second. Beefcake with the pass ball, maybe a wild pitch. But a runner in scoring position now for the Liberty. That's fouled off. 2-2 the count to Rifleman. And Rifleman strikes out, swinging 1 away. Up to the plate comes Spicy Bark. He'll have RBI man active. And he laces one down the third base line. It's under the glove of third baseman, and it rolls into left field. The runner's going to round third, head for home, and the Liberty take a 1-0 lead. RBI man cashes in, and the Liberty take the early lead 1-0. and that one's hit into left. That one is deep, and that one is gone. A 2-run shot, and the Liberty take a 3-0 lead now. Offense starting to find their way. They want that playoff bid. Now have a 3-0 lead.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 33.
And from locked in to tense goes Chosen. Grounded to short. Anding is there. Throws in time for out number 2. A little bit of mojo back for Chosen. Full count to Alan Herschel. And Herschel grounds this one through the left side of the infield.
The second baseman, number 7.
And Libby Nolan also through the left side of the infield. Back-to-back base hits.
The left fielder, number 55.
Brings us back to the top of the order, Trailer Crane. Another one, but Anding able to make the stop this time and record the 3rd out. Sending us to the bottom of the 4th. Liberty with the lead, 3-0. And it's 3-4-5 due up for the Moonshots. Massey locked in himself. Look how he pitches with the lead now. Specialist and K-Man activate. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 3 for Massey for out number 1. Sia up to the plate. A .255 batter this season. 14 for 55. Has a 3-0 count. As he finds the zone there. But misses, and Sia will draw a walk. Just her 7th on the season. I'll bring up Heather Anding. So 1-on-1 out here for the Moonshots, trailing 3-0. A nice dive by Herschel. He'll go to second for the lead out, but can't get back to first in time for the Dragon special. But a nice play by Herschel, nonetheless, not letting that one get by him and trickle into right field. So 2 down now here. Taff Latham to the plate. Ooh, that one's in the dirt, gets away from Bark, and that runner will be in scoring position now. Swing and a miss there, 2-2. Tough out versus K-Man here, big pitch, and it's fouled back. We'll do it again. That one's popped up. Bomber special down into right. Runner's going to round third, head for home. The throw is going to be cut off by Herschel, and the run will score, and it's 3-1. Bomber special RBI for Taff Latham, and it's 3-1. And the strikeout will end the inning, but the Moonshots do get on the board, and we go to the top of the 5th now, 3-1. 2-3-4 due up for the Liberty. Able to beat up Nunn, Chosen quite a bit that last half inning. She's up to 70 pitches after 4. Two the count to Musgroves. That one is ripped foul. Popped up into left, but it's floating out a bit. Will it hit the wall? It will hit the wall and roll away from Shorty Hightower, and it's a leadoff double for the Liberty. So Maddie Musgroves bouncing one off the padding, and that will do it for Chosen. In comes Nick Armstrong. Armstrong, it's been a rough season for him. 17 earned runs through 12 and a third, a 12.4 ERA, and a 2.35 RIP. That one is ripped down the first base line. Moshindaru is there for the catch for out number 1. And Rifleman will come to the plate 0 for 2 on the day. And 18 for 59 on the season, a 305 batting average. Chops that one foul. Whoa! It was rolling back fair. That one's up the middle. Contrary is there. Throw is in time for out number 2. And it's Spicy Bark once again with RBI main active. He cashed in the first time around. Can he do it again here with a runner at third? Swing and a miss there. 0-2 the count. Lays off. You fouled off here by Bark. Still a 2-2 count. Full count now. And that one is going to be into right. Spicy Bark comes through again. RBI single, and it's 4-1 Liberty. And here is Laxon. His second home run of the season was hit his last time up to the plate. This one stays on the line, and Moshindaru will take it herself for out number 3. The Liberty gets the run back, lead by 3 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. 8, 9, and 1 due up.
Number 59.
First pitch swinging into right. I'll be caught by Musgroves for out number 1. Down the third base line, a tough dive there for Laxon. He keeps it in front of himself, but can't get the throw in time. So a runner will be aboard here for Nick Hugh, the longtime anchor of this Moonshot squad, playing out what's probably his final season as time has caught up to him. Hitting only 136 on the year, just 8 for 59. That's 22 strikeouts on the year. And make that 23 as that's out number 2. Another strikeout for Massey. He's up to 5 on the day. 2 away here for Shorty Hightower. Ooh, takes a hop. Theo Thunder fields it cleanly, and the throw is in time for out number 3. And we go top 6, 4-1 in favor of the Liberty. 7, 8, 9 due up. Ace underhand leading things off here. And that one just past the glove of Moshindaru. And underhand will be aboard. This Liberty offense, the best batting average team in the league. Hitting .325, 20 points better than second place. Bombers at .305. Support the lowest strikeout rate in the majors at 21%. About 2% better than second place, which is also the Bombers at just a shade under 23. But they are lacking a bit in power, just 17th in the league in home runs, tied with a handful of teams at just 16 hit on the season. Another walk drawn there by Livy Nolan. I believe that's her second of the game. Puts 2 on and only 1 out here for Traylor Crane. A chance for the Liberty to really blow this one open here. High fly ball deep into right center, the deepest part of the park. And it's going to be caught by Hightower for out number 2. A loud second out there. A very deep right center field here in Big Sky Ballpark. Played to the Moonshots' advantage there and stayed inside the park. Runners at the corners now for Matty Musgroves. He's got a 1-2 count here from Armstrong. Down off quite a few, staying alive here. Rips another one into the stands this time. Strike 3 called. Musgrove's gone down looking. And we'll go to the bottom of the sticks. Still 4-1 here. Moshindaru, Siya, and Heather Anding due up. First pitch swinging, grounded to Thunder. Throws in time for out number 1. 1-2 the count to Siya. And strikeout number 6 for Massey. Two down now, Heather Anding at the plate. Chops one foul, 2-2. K-Man activates. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 7. And we go to the top of the 7th, still 4-1. And it's 3, 4, 5 due up in the order. Grounded to Contrary in time for out number 1. That will do it for Armstrong. And we see a new pitcher, Kawaguchi Takahiko, was called up by the Moonshots organization to come into the bullpen. And he gets a strikeout in this first batter faced in the major leagues. Pat on the bat for Takahiko. That one just over the head of Contrary and down into right field. Spicy Bark aboard. I believe that's his 3rd hit of the game. Nice day for Bark. Brings up Laxon. One and 2. Swing and a miss. 2 punch-outs for Takahiko, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. 6, 7, and 8 due up. Massey still on the bump. Just 76 pitches here through 6, starting off the 7th. Back to locked in. Just 4 hits and a walk given up today through 6, 7 strikeouts. And it's K-Man versus Tough out here. Swing and a miss. K-Man comes back for that one. Strikeout number 8, 1 away. Will that stay in play for Bark? It will, and he makes the catch for round number 2. And grounded to Herschel in time for round number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 8th. Liberty holding on to a 4-1 lead as they look to punch their ticket to the S9 playoffs. 0-2 the count to Ace Underhand. And that's a strikeout of Underhand, 1 away. Takahiko 3 Ks in his SSBL debut. Nice dive by Andine, but the throw is not going to make it in time. So a runner aboard, Livy Nolan to the plate. Single and 2 walks for Nolan. She was the first batter who got to none chosen. She drew her walk there. 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Take a Hiko. What have we unveiled here in week 16? Runner going, and the throw is in time. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. 9-1-2 due up for the Moonshots. K-Man activates for Massey. Just misses outside. That one's fouled off. Remains a 1-2 count here to Money. Swing and a miss. And back to the top of the order. Is this the last time we see Nick Q take an at-bat here in the SSBL? He fouls it off. 0-2 the count. And swing and a miss. Strikeout number 10 for Massey. And potentially a tip of the cap to Nick Q. Might have just seen his last plate appearance in his illustrious career with the Moonshots here. Shorty Hightower, though, 2-out single up the middle. Brings up Omima Moshindaru. And Tyler McSteele will come into the game to pinch run. Oh, stats specialist traits everywhere. See what specialists do if Massey can get K-Man on top of that. 10 Ks here through 7 2/3. 2-1 the count to Omiwa. That's foul, and K-Man will activate. Pitch number 98 here from Massey. Strike 3 called! And we go to the top of the 9th. Top of the order due up for the Liberty. Last chance to pad their lead here. McSteele will take over in center field. This one's a grounder. Contrary in time for out number 1. That one's ripped through the right side of the infield. And Musgroves is aboard. Brings up Thunder. A quiet day for him. 0 for 3. Let's see what he's done since the trade. He's done fantastic since the trade. 11 for 31. 3 homers, 8 RBIs. A .355 average for his new team. He's been, he just adopted the MO for the Liberty. Just pure offense and batting average. But he does fly out there for out number 2. And Hamish Rifleman, 0 for 4 on the day. Two and 1 the count. That one's in the dirt. And Musgroves will take a walk, 2 on, 2 out. And who other than Spicy Bart comes up to the plate. 3 for 4 today, 3 base hits, 2 RBIs, and a lot of speed on the base paths this time. He pops this one up, though, into left. And it will be Latham making the catch for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 9th. Liberty 3 outs away from their first ever postseason appearance. And it's Ya, Andine, and Latham due up. And it's Mitchell C. to come in to try and close things out. A grounder to Laxon. He makes the stop. The throw is in time. Nice play by Laxon. One away. Andy now up C, 14 2/3 this year. 5 earned runs. 4 of them coming from last week. A 3.067 ERA. And she's got 2 outs here. A sub-1 whip. And it's Latham, the last chance for the Moonshots. And that will do it. A strikeout cements the win for the Liberty. And they will go dancing. 4-1 the final score. "11 hits for the Liberty. Spicy Bark 3 for 5, 2 RBIs for him. Laxon the 2-run shot. Just 5 hits for the Moonshots. Hightower, Moshindaru, Latham, Contrary, and Money. 12 strikeouts. 11 of them from Massey. He gets a huge win, probably your top MVP. Mitchell C with the save. Loss goes to Chosen, 4 earned through 4. But Armstrong and Takahiko combined for 5 innings of work, no earned runs, 5 hits combined, 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Takahiko, interesting name to think about, maybe going into season 10 for the Moonshots, but it's a Liberty sweep on the MVP board. Massey, Bark, and Laxon, as it should be. And that will do it for game number 1. Lumberjacks and the Knights. Let's see what happens coming up in game 2. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Ssbl on Twitch. Here we are in game number 2, and I need to make a programming adjustment. I did not realize that the Liberty's magic number was 2 and not 1, so Liberty have not clinched yet. That is my apologies there. I had the standings wrong in my head. But a loss from either of the Lumberjacks here or the Overdrafts in game 3 will clinch the postseason for the Liberty. But on the flip side, if both the Lumberjacks and the Overdrafts were able to win, then we'd have a play-in tournament in some fashion to determine who would get the final seed it would also depend on the final 2 seeds. And that one's hit off the wall, and we might not have to worry about that just yet, as the Lumberjacks take a 1-0 lead off the second plate appearance of the game. An RBI double from Rec Dreams makes it 1-0 Lumberjacks. Because one of the moving pieces that we don't know yet is the outcome of Express and the Vikings, as that one's down the first baseline. That will score another one. Lumberjacks wasting no time and taking a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first. And that one is ripped. The Lumberjacks absolutely ripping the ball here early. So 2 on, nobody out here for Gene Dream. Sinclair McGee is tense. And that one's in the gap. That will clear the bases. It's 4-0 Lumberjacks. Wow. Lumberjacks aren't going to die just yet. But there's still a lot of baseball to be played. So anyway, as I was saying, there's technically a 3-way tie at 8 and 7 right now. 2 are getting in, 1 is out. But then we also have to worry about the Express and Vikings, both sitting at 9 and 6. They play each other for the Legends division, but the loser of that game would fall to 9 and 7, as would potentially the Liberty already at 9 and 7, and then potentially the Overdrafts and the Lumberjacks also being at 9 and 7. So a lot to take into account as the Knights finally record out number 1. Runners at the corners here for the Lumberjacks. And that will be caught for out number 2, but the runner will tag, and it's 5-0. Sinclair McGee, a 4.5 ERA this year and 16 innings of work. His first 2 outings on the year were good. The last one, 6 earned through 4 and 5 earned through 2/3 here, so not optimal for McGee. And the first inning finally comes to a close, but it's a 5 spot for the Lumberjacks as we go to the bottom of the first.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 21.
And Barry Good takes the mound for the Lumberjacks. A slow roller, Brainstorm, in time for out number 1. So McGee rocked in his last 2 outings, Walkers and Lumberjacks. And Barry Good with out number 2 there. Let's see what she's done this year. It hasn't been pretty for Good. 14 earned through 13 1/3, a 9.45 ERA. Giving up no less than 4 earned in all of her starts so far, but a clean first inning under her belt. And we'll go top 2, and it's the top of the order. They batted around. They batted through, not around. And it's Speedy Gonzalez. Drew a walk and scored off the RBI double from Rec Dreams. And he will walk again. And Rec Dreams, though, strikes out swinging there. That one gets put down into right. That one into left, and that one will be caught by Weiss for out number 2. Runners back at the corners here for Gene Dream. Into left again, and that's over the head and hits off the base of the wall. Another run will score, and it's 6-7 Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks taking no prisoners here early. Runner on second here for Callens, and she skies it into right. And Wolfcastle will make the catch for out number 3, but it's 7-0 as we enter the bottom of the second.
Now back, the designated hitter, number 53.
Inside. Strike.
That one is down into right. That's a base hit. Leadoff runner aboard here for the Knights.
Now batting,
Brings up Kenya Weist.
fielder, number 20.
Low.
Gene Dream, nice diving stop, gets the runner at second. They can't turn 2, but a nice play nonetheless.
Number 17.
Brings up Corey Harris. And right to Brainstorm for out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 43.
So 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Penalea Vodka into center field, but right at Kodiak Destroyer for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the third. It will be Destroyer, Barco, and Chris Luzon due up.
The center fielder, number 4.
Ball outside. Inside. Foul ball.
2-2 here to Destroyer. Grounded to third. Santa Ram, the throw in time for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 8.
Nope. Outside. Nope. That's high.
2-2 the count to Phil Barco Jr.
Down.
Takes ball 3 for a full count. That one's into the stands. Into right. And this will be caught by Wolfcastle for out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 10.
Ball high. Ball low. Nope. Inside.
3-1, and Luzon will draw a walk.
The left fielder, number 1. Foul.
And that will do it for McGee. Yikes, is all you can really say.
That's inside.
In comes Bob Murr. And well, let's just say there's a reason why the Knights are one of the worst pitching teams in the league, but Murr does get the strikeout there. We'll go to the bottom of the third. See if the Knights offense can get anything going here. 8-9-1 due up Ahmed Khan. Very good so far. Rocking through 2 1/3. She's locked in. Only giving up a hit so far. Grounded to short. Luzon is there in time for out number 2.
The shortstop, number 21.
Another one to Luzon, and that will be a 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the top of the 4th. Dreams, Brainstorm, and Tygo do up.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 13.
Grounder up the middle in time for out number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 6.
Nope. Inside. Outside. Nope. That's low.
3-0 to Denver Brainstorm. Takes a strike on the inside part. Fouls this one off.
Take your base.
And Denver Brainstorm will draw the walk.
The catcher, number 10.
We'll bring up Tank Tygo. And Tank Tygo just looks that one foul. But Bob Murr on the season, 18 earned through 16 2/3, an 11.85 ERA, 2.56 whip. It's just not really pretty. I guess on one positive side of things, he is striking out 10.5 per 9 and gets a unconventional dragon special there. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Still 7-0 here.
Number 25.
The game that the Lumberjacks need to have in order to, at very minimum, force a play-in game. The other things will come more clear as we see the Overdrafts play in Game 3. Whether the Lumberjacks clinch with the Overdrafts launch, as does the Liberty, or if we need a solution, which would be if it's 3-tie with 2 spots left, the top 2 teams, and we could consider them, well, it gets tough then because the Liberty and the Overdrafts are in the same division. So they would, I guess you could still use head-to-head. I don't know how that would work. We would need to convene the tie-breaking rules.
The left fielder, number 20.
2 outs now for Kenya Weast. He falls behind 0-2 for 2 good. Fouled back.
Nope. That's high.
That one is flipped. Luzon tries, but can't quite get it into his glove. And that'll be a base hit. So 2 aboard here for Corey Harris. And Harris grounds it right to Brainstorm in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 5th, still 7-0.
The third baseman, number 34.
Off the plate. Nope. That's high.
Bob Murr doing pretty good so far here through an inning and a 3rd. Grounded to first. Harris will take it herself for out number 1. Ocho up for Murr.
Number 4.
Inside. That's foul.
Down the third baseline, Santa Ram with a nice play for out number 2 and brings up Phil Parco Jr. Fouled back, 2-2 the count. Grounded to Vodka. In time for round number 3, and we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Knights. Got to get some offense going here.
Now back, the second baseman, number 43.
That one is just foul. And Vaca strikes out swinging. That's the 3rd K, I believe, for good. It is. Grounder to Brainstorm for out number 2. And brings up Rainier Wolfcastle. Her pitch count is quite low here with almost the 5th inning completed, under 50 pitches. And the 50th pitch is popped up just into the outfield grass for Brainstorm to make the catch for round number 3 to send us to the top of the 6th. Luzon, Gonzalez, and Rec Dreams due up.
Now back, the shortstop, number 10.
Fouled off 0-2 to Luzon. Swing and a miss. Bomber with the strikeout, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 1.
Grounded to Vodka. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 13.
Nope, outside.
With 3 innings under his belt, this is the longest outing for Murr this season. His other 2 longest were both 2 1/3.
Your base.
Simple walk there.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 6.
He'd given up earned runs in all of his outings except for last week where he went 2 1/3 and gave up nothing. He's hoping to do the same here. 2 strikes to Denver Brainstorm. We're starting to run out of juice though. And that one is caught by Jax, round number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Jax Ram and Levi Booth due up.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 21.
That's low.
Knights offense is
That's down.
fairly decent. 8th best in batting average, 7th in home runs, and 4th best in strikeout rate. But just getting held back here by Barry Good. She has been, well, very good so far tonight. She has not really had to work hard at all for any of these outs.
Number 25.
Ball low.
Sent to Ram, Luzon with the diving stop, but I believe Ram will beat that out, and Ram will be aboard.
The center fielder,
So an infield hit
19.
with 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Levi Booth to the plate, right to Luzon, Luzon to Brainstorm, and Brainstorm to Dream for the 6-4-3 Dragon special, and they go top 7.
Now batting, the catcher, number 10. Now pitching,
And Murr will be done. In comes Rex Roar.
Ball high.
Rex Roar also having a long list of outings. And even worse for him, 23 earned runs in 20 1/3 innings, a 10.18 ERA, and a 2.2 whip. It does get the strikeout.
first baseman, number 3.
Start things off. He also manages to have only 2 scoreless outings in his 1, 2, 3, 4,
Third baseman, number
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 outings this season. But does get a clean inning here in the top of the 7th. Bottom half we go. Glover, Weist, and Harris due up.
The designated hitter, number 53.
Far and away, Good's best outing this season. That one, though, into left. That one is deep and in the right spot, and that one is gone. The Knights are on the board. Brick Glover with the home run. His second of the year makes it 7-1. Anyways, pops this one up. And Gene Dream makes the catch for out number 1. That one's into the gap. That's going to hit down and roll to the wall and die under the padding. That will be a double for Corey Harris, which will bring up Penalea Vodka.
Number 43.
1-1 the count to Vodka. That's up the middle, base hit. Runner is going to stay put at third, though. Destroyer was able to catch up to that in good timing. So runners at the corners here for Ahmed Khan. 0 for 2 today. 18 for 51 on the season. 353 with 3 home runs into left. Doesn't have enough. It's going to be off the top of the wall over Gonzalez's head. 1 run will score, and it's 7-2. Missed a home run by about a foot, either over his head or to the right. It would have gone into that alcove where the bullpen starts, and we would have had a much different situation. But it's only 1 run, and it's 7-2, but only 1 out here, and 2 runners in scoring position. Ripped, and that's going to be a base hit, 7-3.
Now back, the shortstop, number 21.
Runners at the corners here for Wesley Jackson. He's going to put one down into right. That will score a run, 7-4. And that will chase Barry Good. And in comes Pete Nokia to try and stop the bleeding. One swing baseball here for Santa Ram. That's not the swing I was talking about, as that will be caught by Gonzalez for round number 2. And here comes Levi Booth. Has been kind of quiet over the last few weeks of the season, but does have 4 home runs under his belt, a .288 average. A home run here would give us a completely brand new ball game. He's got a 1-1 count. Fouls it back, 1-2. Strike 3 called. Booth strikes out looking and will go to the top of the 8th. Just a 3-run game now. As a lot of things still hang in the balance. The Dragons' fate hangs in the balance. They have to have the Lumberjacks lose this game, and then the Overdrafts lose the game 3 here to still be alive in the playoff race. But a win here for the Lumberjacks kills them off for season 9 hopes. 2-2 count here to Phil Barco Jr. And that's out number 1. And that will send us to the bottom of the 8th. Another 0 up on the board. The Knights pin doing their job for the first time this season. And it's 4, 5, 6 due up here in the bottom of the 8th. Rick Glover, 2 for 3, had a home run that started off the scoring for the Knights. 3-1 the count to Glover. And Glover will put that one into the stands. Full count. Ripped and foul again. Broken bat, easy play for Dream there for out number 1. It's up Kenya Weast. Number 0-2 to Weast already here. Grounded to Callens. In time for round number 2. That brings up Corey Harris. And Harris will poke this one down into left and rolls to the wall. She'll dig for second. The throw by Speedy is not in time. And that will bring up Penalea Vodka. A big bat here, 1 for 3. And she delivered here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Swing and miss, 0-2 the count. Fouled off. Three straight fouled off here by Vodka. Swing and a miss! Nokio gets a huge strikeout, and we go to the top of the 9th. Still 7-4 here. Top of the order due up for the Lumberjacks. And Speedy Gonzalez deep into left. That one is deep, and that one is gone. That makes it 8-4. Speedy Gonzalez absolutely pimps one into left center and might make this one out of reach for the Knights. And that one is gone. 9-4. That one's out of the park and onto the boulevard. Knights bullpen finally starts blowing up. 469 for Wreck Dreams, and it's 9-4.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 6.
Ball high. Off the plate. Inside. All for it.
And that's a 4-pitch walk for Denver Brainstorm.
The catcher, number
And the Rolling Stone has gathered some moss here.
Nope. Low.
Tank Tygo to the plate.
That's low.
2-2. Tygo fouling off quite a few here. Down the third base line, diving stop by Ram. Throw not in time though. The mojo down for Rex Roar. He'll get pulled for Zippity Doodah. Nobody out here in the top of the 9th. Lumberjacks looking to put the cherry on top of this one,
Ball inside.
as they look to at least put one more game on their Season 9 schedule. And are rooting for the Retrievers in Game 3 to make it a clinch for the postseason. That's down the third base line, and that will score a run double digits for the Lumberjacks. It's 10-4.
now batting, the third baseman, 4.
Off the plate.
And that's a base hit. And that will score one more, 11-4.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 4.
Into center, and that one is caught by Levi Booth. And they'll get a double play.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 8.
And grounded to third, Santaram will bring the top of the ninth to a close. But 4 runs for the Lumberjacks makes this a hard bottom of the ninth for the Knights. They need 7 to keep the hopes alive of the Dragons. Flipped into right. And that will be caught by Barco for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 23.
Up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 21.
Nope, that's low.
1-1 here to Wesley Jacks.
Nope, that's high.
It's fouled back.
That's down. That's foul.
Grounded, brainstorm to Luzon, and that will do it. Lumberjacks win 11-4. And they await the decision of Overdraft's Retrievers to what hangs in the balance for the postseason. And that will officially eliminate the Dragons from postseason contention. Both teams with 12 hits, the Lumberjacks just making the most of it. Also drawing 6 walks helps. Everyone but the bottom of the order getting things done for them offensively. Everyone with multiple hit games from that part of the order except for Gonzalez. He does walk twice. And Gonzalez does have a home run, as does Dreams. 5 RBIs for Gene Dream. Holy cow. 12 hits for the Knights. Everyone but Levi Booth getting the board. 2 hits for Wolfcastle, Harris, Glover, and Ram. Glover with a home run. Win goes to good. She gives up 4 through 6 1/3. Nokio gets the save. 2 2/3 scoreless. Loss goes to McGee. 7 earned through 2 2/3. That was just an ugly start to the game. Might have been very different if not for that. And Lumberjacks sweep the honors. Gene Dream, Wreck Dreams, and Speedy Gonzalez on the board. Game number 3, Overdrafts and Retrievers coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Ssbl on Twitch. And here we are, final game of the night, overdrafts and the retrievers. And now is what a must-win game for the overdrafts. We have Ssbl on the mound for the retrievers. And I believe Donnie Bonatello for the overdrafts, yes. Stenoman leading things off. K-Man activates for Belnades. And pays off there. Swing and a miss from Omen, one away. Retrievers come into the game, the third best team in ERA, as Astaire strikes out. A 2.68 ERA and a 1.067 whip. Third best in the league in ERA behind the Wildcats and the Unicorns. Sixth best whip, though, behind a few other teams. Averaging just under 10 strikeouts per 9 at 9.67. And generate the third best per game run differential at 2.51. 2-2 the count here to Buzz Yellow. And he strikes out swinging there. And we go to the bottom of the first. Harold McHenry, Sammy Ferrari, and Maggie Slowitz to the plate. Overdraft started off the year pretty strong in the pitching, but have tapered off here towards the end, and that's going to be a leadoff base hit to start off the bottom of the first for the Retrievers. Still not too shabby. 3.99 ERA for the Overdrafts, 12th best in the league, with a 1.34 whip, 14th in the league. Striking out 9 batters per 9, 15th in the league. And are generating plus 1 1/3 runs per game, 8th in the league. Full count here to Ferrari. Popped up into left field. And that'll be caught by Brecken York for out number 1. One and one, the count to Maggie Slowitz. Fouls that one back, 1-2. And she puts this one into center in front of Buzz Yellow. And 2 are board for the Retrievers here. Only 1 out, and it's Barry Buns. This man has been dangerous all year, leading the league in home runs by himself. 7 home runs. He's 20 for 55, a 364 average, and also your heroic MVP. Has a 3-0 count, and will draw a walk to load the bases here for the Retrievers. And it's Ramen Nunez to the plate. That's fouled back. 1-2 the count. Just misses high. 2-2. All right, up to 25 pitches here for Bonatello in the bottom of the first. Nunez not giving him an inch. Holy cow, I didn't even keep track of how many Nunez has fouled off here. It's been a ridiculous amount. Swing and a miss. Bonatello finally gets him on a strikeout. 2 away now for Dale Blanco Jr. That one just fouled, just missed the line by an inch. It feels like it's strike three called. Back-to-back punch-outs keeps it a scoreless game going into the top of the second. 4, 5, 6 do it for the overdraft. Shiru Amiya. A bit fallen from grace. Last year had the triple crown throughout the majority of the season and tapered off the last 2 weeks of the year and lost out on the batting average. And this year just hitting .236. Only 2 home runs for him, and he gets thrown out there to start the top of the second. And Belnades is locked in after only an inning and a third. Grounder to McSorley. In time for round number 2. For Belnades this year, only 4 earned through 19 2/3, a 1.83 ERA, and a .915 whip. 17 strikeouts, only 4 walks on the season. She's been fantastic for the Retrievers. I mean, all of their starting pitchers have been pretty fantastic. And that's another strikeout. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Dickerson, McSorley, and Honey Bear due up. Even though the Retrievers left the bases loaded in that bottom of the first, they got Bonatel up to 36 pitches already here. So that will pay dividends later on as they will get into the overdraft bullpen all that much sooner. Up the middle, and that will be a base hit. McSorley up to the plate, fouls off the first pitch. Runner going, Hitchcocks makes the catch there. Runner gets back safely. So one out here for Honey Bear. As for the bats, Retrievers 12th best in team batting average at .256. The throw to second, not in time. And a runner in scoring position here for Bear. Heavily dependent on home runs as they are 3rd in the league, 26 hit on the season. But have problems with strikeouts towards the bottom half of the league at 28.6% as Bear gets rung up there. But average 5.2 runs per game, 6th best in the league. Grounder, nice diving stop by Ducateau, and throws for out number 3. Scoreless as we enter the top of the third. 7, 8, 9 due up for the overdraft. Belnades locked in through 2 innings. 4 strikeouts for her already. And that one just passed the diving glove. And the overdrafts will have their first runner aboard of the game. Overdrafts bats. Not that much better, and a tough dive by McSorley gets that one past him. And 2 runners have reached here in the top of the third. Overdrafts .245 team average, but 4th in home runs, hit 22. And actually a lot better in the strikeout rate. Towards the top of the league at just 24.8%. Actually better than the Retrievers in runs per game at 5.33. A 2-2 count here to Katarina Ducateau. Swing and a miss. Ducateau gets rung up there. We'll go back to the top of the order. Piston Omen. For the second time today, Omen a .250 batting average this year. 17 for 68. 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, 2 walks, and 19 strikeouts as he hits a shot into center field. But not quite deep enough. Blanco Jr. will make the catch there. Runner going for third, and will get there. So at the corners now for the overdrafts. Brings up Mookie Astaire. Opportunity for the overdrafts to take the lead here in a must-win game for them. Astaire 14 for 62 on the year. Just .226 for this season. K-Man activates for Belnades. He lays off of it. 1-2. Swing Swing and a miss. Bill Nates gets the strikeout and will go to the bottom of the third. Ferrari, Slowitz, and Buns due up for the Retrievers.
Now back, the shortstop, number 55.
Ferrari starts off the inning 0 for 1 today, 16 for 56 this season, a 286 average. A slow roller to the left side of the infield, hit Sox. Throw is just in time for out number 1, got her by a step there. Brings up Maggie Slowitz. 16 for 53 for her this year, 3 home runs, 14 RBIs, and has drawn 11 walks and 10 strikeouts. Not many people this season with the walks higher than the strikeouts. She draws a full count and will draw another walk. And that is dangerous as Barry Buns will come to the plate. He drew a walk earlier. Not even the MVP has more walks than strikeouts. Oh, that was unnecessary. One on, one out here in the bottom of the third. A do or die game for the overdrafts. That one's foul, be 2-2. Tough out activates for Buns. And Buns rips this one into the gap, and a diving attempt there, but it gets past Brecken York, it rolls to the wall, and Slowitz will round third and score. RBI triple for Barry Buns, and the Retrievers take a lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the third. A heck of an effort by York, but couldn't quite catch up to it. And the Retrievers strike first. And that one is fair. We'll score another run. 2-0 Retrievers.
Now back, the center fielder, number 38.
Who other than Barry Buns to start off the scoring. And then he scores, and runner on second now, but Dale Blanco Jr. strikes out swinging, brings up Dickerson now. Popped up into foul territory. It will stay in play for Hit Sox for out number 3, and we'll go to the top of the fourth. 2-0 now the score. Yellow, Amia, and York due up.
The center fielder, number 4.
That one is inside and fair, and Buzz Yellow will start off the inning with a base hit. Brings up Shiru Amiya. Just the third hit of the game for the overdrafts.
Ball,
2-2. Up the middle, and no one's going to get to that, and Amiya is aboard. So 2 on, nobody out here for the overdrafts. And here is Brecken York. She tried her hardest there in left field to catch up to that hit by Buns, but couldn't quite come up to it. Let's see if she can get a bit of revenge here. 1-1 the count here from Bellnades. Foul back, 1-2, K-Man activates. Swing and a miss. York goes down, 1 away. I'll bring up Lester PJ now. Fouls it off and is behind 0-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Bellnades. And up to Nico Baca not to let this opportunity slip the overdrafts by. Need a base hit here to try and cut into this deficit. Swing and miss, 1-1. Grounded to short. Ferrari is there. The throw is in time for out number 3. Overdrafts get the first 2 runners to reach, but can't get anyone across. It remains 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th.
The third baseman, number 47.
Bonatello starting off the bottom of the 4th, already at 73 pitches here. He won't last much longer. 1-2 the count to Trace McSorley. Fouled back. Swing and a miss. McSorley gets rung up for out number 1.
Number 37.
And that's another strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for the bottom of the 4th for Bonatello. Brings up the top of the order, Harold McHenry. Into center field, and Buzz Yellow will make the catch. A 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the top of the 5th. Still 2-0. Hit Sox Ducato and Piston Omen due up.
The third baseman, number 26.
First pitch swinging popped up into center field. And Blanco Jr. will make the catch, round number 1.
The second baseman, number 35.
That's low. Nope, low. Strike.
That's a strikeout of Ducato, 2 away. Belnades striking out a lot so far here tonight, up to 9 Ks through 4 2/3. That strikeout record could be within reach for her here. Belnades off the mound in time for out number 3, and we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Retrievers looking to pad their 2-0 lead, 2-3-4 due up for them here. So this game, both sides do have something to play for. Overdraft's obviously playing for their playoff lives, as I mentioned, but the Retrievers also playing for the chance at a first-round bye, as that one's deep into right center, and it's off the base of the wall. A leadoff double here to start off the bottom of the 5th, and brings up their cleanup hitters, Maggie Slowitz. Already 1 for 1 today with a walk. As with a loss, regardless of who won that Vikings Express game, the Retrievers would fall to the 3rd seed, as they have lost both games to them this year. So, must win for the Retrievers to clinch that first round bye. 1-2 the count to Slowitz. Oh, but it would be a play-in game because 2-3. But then they would have to go to one of those 2 teams. So, still, important game for the Retrievers nonetheless. And Bonatello will get pulled in favor of D. Belford. Harriet's a runner on and 1 out. Belford making a lot of appearances this year for the Overdrafts. 25 innings worked, 9 earned runs, a 3.24 ERA, a 1.24 whip. 2-2 here against Buns. Fouls it back. And that's up the middle for Buns. Rolls into center field. Runner will round third, head for home. The throw from Yellow is not in time. Another RBI for Barry Buns. And it's 3-0 Retrievers. Have a year, Barry Buns. 2 RBIs here, already locked up. The heroic MVP, and is pushing the Retrievers closer and closer to a first-round bye in their heroic conference playoffs. Retrievers looking to be the first team not only to win 2 titles, but also inherently would be the first team to defend their title and go back-to-back. And that strikeout will end the inning, but another run on the board. 3-0 as we go top 6. It's 2, 3, 4 due up for the overdrafts.
Number 14.
Inside. Ball low.
2-1 the count to a stare. Swing and miss there, 2-2. And K-Man once again for Bellnades.
Foul ball.
That one is foul.
Ball high. That's foul. That's ball 4.
And Astaire will draw the walk there.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 4.
Foul. Strike.
2 away.
Number 45.
A 1-4-3 Dragon special. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th now. That one's hit well into right, and that one is off the yellow. Oh, a fitting into week 15 or week 16. Off the yellow one final time.
Number 28.
Shirumiya was a foot away from a shot, but instead it's just an off-the-wall double.
That's outside. Nope. Outside. Strike.
And a swing and a miss will end the inning. Strikeout number 10 for Bellnade sends us to the bottom of the 6th. 3-0, and it's 7-8-9 due up for the Retrievers.
The second baseman, number 40.
That one into left, and York catches up to that one. For out number 1.
Third baseman, number 47.
That's down. Nope. That's high.
That one just through the right side of the infield. And McSorley is aboard, brings up Honey Bear, 0 for 2 so far today.
Number 37.
Ball high. Foul ball. That's foul.
Broken bat popped up into center field. Buzz Yellow tracks it down for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 10.
It's up Harold McHenry now with 2 away.
Inside. Ball inside. Ball high. Nope. Ball 4.
Henry will draw the walk, puts 2 on, and Sammy Ferrari to the plate.
55.
That's outside. Foul ball.
Swing and a miss. Ferrari strikes out swinging. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Overdraft season hangs in the balance. They got to get something going. At 6, 7, 8 due up in the order. Bellnade starts off on the mound in the top of the 7th, but up to 95 pitches here. And grounds it to McSorley in time for out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, number 16.
Nope. Outside.
Nico Baca to the plate, a 226 batting average, deep into right center. That one is gone. It's 3-1. A little something to get going. 3-1 now here as Nico Baca with a solo shot.
Now batting, the 26.
That one into right. Slowitz catching up to that for out number 2 and brings up Katarina Ducato. That will do it for Bell Needs. In comes Grogu. And that is grounded to Ferrari in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 7th now, 3-1. Slowitz, Buns, and Nunez due up.
The right fielder, number 14.
Dangerous part of the order. Got to get through it to try and stay in this one for Belford and the overdrafts. Popped up by Slowitz into right. Astaire is there and makes the catch for out number 1. Oh, cycle watch for Buns here. A triple and a double already today.
That's down. That's inside.
3-0 the count. And Buns will take a 4-pitch walk. How good he's been this season, that's almost the best thing you could do to him. And Narcisio Dixon will come into the game. Narcisio has been in every overdrafts game since he was traded from the Bombers. He's pitched 17 innings for his new team, and that is out of here. And almost a fitting end to Narcisio Dixon's season. Makes it 5-1 Retrievers. Dixon had been pitching pretty well for the overdrafts. It had only a 2.64 ERA for them. Had only given up 1 home run, and that was last week. Had 5 earned runs coming into this one as an overdraft. And makes the game that much more harder for the overdrafts to stay alive for the postseason. It Sox diving stop there. The throw in time for out number 3. But now it's a 4-run deficit as we go to the top of the 8th, top of the order. Got to get something done here. Grogu in for relief. Let's see what he's done this year. Goo just 5 earned runs, but off only 9 1/3 innings. A 4.82 ERA and a 1.39 whip. Towering fly ball into center field, but not quite deep enough. Doesn't make it to the warning track. And that'll be caught for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 14.
Inside.
And activates for Goo here. 1-2 the count. And he strikes him out looking. 2 away. And Buzz Yellow to the plate.
Ball inside.
And he pops it up into left center. And it will be Ferrari making the catch for out number 3. And sending us to the bottom of the 8th. 8-9-1 due up for the Retrievers. And what will be a win and sleep-in game for them.
47.
Nope. No.
Into center field, Buzz Yellow catches up to that one for out number 1.
The catcher, number 37.
That one is down into right. I believe that was Honey Bear with the base hit. It was, and we go back to top of the order, Harold McHenry.
That's down.
Grounded to short, PJ to Ducato. and 2 Amiya for the Dragon special. And we'll go to the top of the 9th, potentially the last 3 outs for the overdraft season, hanging in the balance. 4, 5, and 6 due up. They've got to get 4 to extend their season. And they have to do it against a locked-in Grogu. Full count here to Amiya. And strike 3 called. Amiya goes down looking one away. Brings up Brecken York 0 for 3. K-Man activates for Goo. Popped up. Right side. And that'll be caught by McHenry for out number 2. And potentially the last out of the season. Lester PJ, the last chance for the overdraft to try and extend it. Takes a first pitch strike. Swings and misses there, 0-2. And that is going to get down into left, so a base hit. PJ continues the game for the overdrafts. And now bring up the home run hitter, Nico Baca. 2 for 3 today, has that home run. Needs to channel some of that energy. Takes a strike there, 1-1. Grounded to short, Ferrari there. The throw is in time, and that will do it. The overdrafts have been eliminated, and the Retrievers are your number 2 seed. Get the first round bye in a 5-1 game over the overdrafts. Congratulations, Puppet, on clinching the number 2 seed. And that also sets the heroic playoff picture. The exact order we don't know yet. That largely depends on the outcome of the Vikings Express game. But the heroic playoff picture are Gauchos, Retrievers, Vikings Express, Liberty, and Lumberjacks. Let's take a look at the final stats here. 7 hits for the overdrafts. Amiya with a pair of hits. Nico Baca with a pair of hits. 12 strikeouts for the overdrafts. A stare with a sombrero. 10 hits for the Retrievers. Pairs from Buns and Nunez. Buns undoubtedly probably another MVP game for him. 2 for 2 with 2 walks, 2 RBIs. And also scoring 2 runs. Nunez 2 for 4 with a home run. The 2-run shot that put this one well out of reach. Bonatello gets pegged with the loss. 4 1/3, 3 earned. Belford goes 2 with an earned. And Dixon 2 1/3 with an earned. Win goes to Bellnades, 1 earned through 6 2/3, 10 strikeouts for her, and the save going to Grogu, 2 1/3, with only 1 hit allowed and 2 strikeouts. And Barry Bonds, who other else, getting the top billing, with Nunez and Bellnades following behind him. So sweeps on the MVP boards in all 3 games, and that will do it for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in to a fantastic slate of games. Heroic playoff picture is set, if not yet, for the order. But thank you all for coming out tonight. I'll see you all next time. Have a